Atlanta had really good food. Atlanta had a good food scene. It's just you have to be somebody in order to get food. Do you have to name drop when you go to Atlanta and get food?
Nah, because I really don't go. The places that I go to, they kind of know me. So when I call and they're going to take care of me. But I ain't. No.
But do you feel like if they didn't know Shannon Sharpe?
No, hell no, I ain't getting in. They be like, hell no.
And that's exactly why I say we do the food tour for people that really want to jump on a plane and just go get food.
Yeah.
If we go to a place specifically because I'm Keith Lee and we go eat at the best restaurant and people want to jump on a plane and go try that spot,
they're not going to be able to get the service.
They're not going to be able to get it. Not only the service, they're not going to be able to get the food.
Right.
They're going to go in there and they're like, oh, we ain't got no bookings for the rest of the day,
Right.
this, that, third. But let Shannon Sharpe walk in. We got 6 tables is wide open. We about to clean them right now. You get the fresh food. So that's one of the main catalysts of why we do our
So it's not so much the food, it's the service.
Absolutely.
In order to get the food.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Are you surprised you got so much blowback for when you critiqued Atlanta and you let them know that it's not so much the food, it's the service? If you're not somebody, you're not getting in. They're always crowded, they're always booked, and they only treat people that of influence.
Was I surprised? No, because it's like ripping a Band-Aid off of something that people didn't know was a scar, right? If you from there and you was born and raised in that environment, you don't know no better. Right. You think that that's what the food scene is, and you think that's what culture is, right? Because that's part of Atlanta's culture.
Right.
I just came from a perspective of somebody who wasn't from there and somebody who was experiencing it for the first time. The death threats and whatnot, was I surprised about that? Yeah.
Damn.
That was the first time I ever experienced something like that.
People taking food that serious?
Oh, it's bad. It's real. Even in DC, we got a death threat from a guy who's a rapper out there. And he talking about next time he come, instead of reviewing food, we gonna review his life or something like that. No. We just eating food, man. Yeah, it's like, my opinion isn't the end all be all.
No.
I understand that everybody has a different opinion on food, and I always say that, but I get how the internet gets too. And I don't blame them because people are prideful in where they come from.
Right.
And people have a lot of love and nostalgia in the city that they come from, and they feel personally attacked. And I want to put it on the record right now that when we go for the food tour, it's not to find what the best food is. It's specifically to highlight the restaurants that have great food, great customer service, but can need marketing and don't get the marketing specifically because either they're in a food desert to where a lot of people don't have access to the food that they would need or want, or 2, it's a location-based place, or 3, it's a place where the owners have put so much into the restaurant itself that they don't have the time or the money to market.
Right.
Because a lot of people who do food reviews, that's why I don't consider myself a food influencer or a food creator, any of that, because I don't charge restaurants anything.
Right.
When I first started, people was telling me I could charge anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 per video for a restaurant. And I know people that do that charge way more than that. But I specifically do it for the restaurants, and I don't charge them a dime. So that's what the food tour is about. It's about marketing these places, and it's about going out and trying food that my mom can go in the next day and get the same experience that we got. Yeah, Atlanta had good brunch. Yeah. Atlanta had good brunch for sure. Yeah,
you call hell getting in there for brunch.
Yeah, Atlanta, and I don't want that to be mistaken at all. Atlanta has.
You're not saying they don't have good food.
Yeah, Atlanta has really
good brunch
food.
Or anything. You're just saying the customer service.
I really like the people in Atlanta. Yeah. I love how many of us is out there. I love the wealth that's out there and the things that those kids that are from there are exposed to when it comes to Black wealth, when it comes to Black excellence, when it comes to a community that's built around us, for us. I never want that to be lost in translation. When it comes to the mecca of what we do and the highlight of us is Atlanta. But at the same time, if you ain't got a certain status or a certain million followers, you better cook at home. For sure.
Or eat before you leave at home because the wait gonna be a minute.
1,000%.
Yeah.